We are live. We are in a new time. The light has entered, returned. There is a silence in the world as we're like entering into this new dawn, this new timeline. There's a new consciousness, a new lifeline. That is what the light of God is. It is a lifeline for us to come in, to surrender to. You can call this light or the universe or God or life. The essence of it, everybody is connected to it differently because everybody's ego is habituated differently. We're not no longer in the masculine where there was law and order, so to speak. We're all like the world. We're split up in ego processes, ego patterns. We've kind of dived into kind of distinct kind of schisms, different kind of group thinkings. So you see the whole world have different group things, different countries that have created their own philosophies and different kinds of measures for existing and identities. So we're all kind of, and now with all this awakening going on, we're all kind of looking to create, we kind of are more focused on being kind of different, especially as we kind of, when we grow up, we are habituated one way, and often when we kind of then are seeking to awaken, we want to seek something that is different than ourselves. So we kind of seek something else, a different identity, even if that identity doesn't necessarily kind of, even if it's not true, it doesn't matter. Sometimes just seeking something different is what awakens us to the feeling. It's the feeling of awakening. It's like in Norway, they go abroad, they go to India or they go to Spain or different, and then they like, oh, they feel so awake, they feel so alive. Hello, beautiful people coming in. So they feel so alive by just, by going outside of your ego pattern. That is what kind of the ego is. It is our comfort zone. So we kind of are raised in the comfort of our parents, of our society, of the mind virus of the society. So we kind of we want to break free. The masculine is like break free. So we're kind of still living in a very masculine world because we want to just break free from our past. We want to escape our ego. So that's what most people are doing in the spiritual. We want to break free from our past. And then by going out, by researching different religion, different cultures, past cultures, like the Egyptian or Tibetan or the Hindu or all these things, or the shamanic, we kind of want to break free from that ourselves. So that's what we're seeking to do. And then we want to kind of look at this new identity. We create a new identity. And then we feel free in having a new identity. But we just put on new clothes. We had old clothes and then we shifted, or we put new clothes on. So now we feel like we are free. So that's where, like, yeah, awakening can be a little weird because we just seek a different identity on top of the old identity. Hello, beautiful people. Yeah, so we're talking about the light of God, like how just, or just the light, or just God, or the universe, or life, or whatever you kind of talk, like the simplicity of just kind of opening up to that energy that is around us. And that energy has to be kind of outside of ourselves. It is really inside of ourselves, but it has to feel like it's outside. So it's just like traveling. We come to a different country and we feel enriched. So this is also kind of like the same. We have to kind of open ourselves up to something, but it's actually just something that is already inside. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. This is a new time where, like, this energy is palpable, it's available in a new way, because we are more open, and but we're also still seeking. We're still seeking them. We're still seeking freedom because we still realize that we're not free. So that's where everybody's kind of lost in testing out different stuff, and then we can kind of just run around testing new stuff, going to different countries, and so we make it a study. Instead, we forget that sometimes we have to just find something. We have to dare to trust that we will, when it's the right place, when it is the true teaching, when it comes from truth, then suddenly we will be like, let's stay. Let's not just change clothes all the time in new traditions, new cultures, new countries, but we open up to the simplicity and start to see that there might be somebody who is a guide, who's a teacher, who has kind of gone through this process, and that can kind of help us to surrender to that light, to the beauty. So that's kind of what we're starting to open to. So that is kind of the beauty of this this path, this beauty of this. So it was time to step on and say hi to people. And yeah, whether you see it now, there's a lot of new people. I'm coming out in the bookstores with a new book. Well, it's an old book, but it's actually new because the energy is right. So it's going to start coming out in New York, I think. So it's going to be exciting. The ease of being. And yeah, so there's a lot of new people popping in. There's an interest in my books, and that's fun. And then they might come in here. You might come in here and check out what my talks, check out my Patreon, the Sanctuary, different stuff, as you are open to, venture deeper into this energy, to the connection, to the simplicity of this. So with that said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and yeah, let me know how you're doing, and if you have any questions and whatnot, and I will see you next time.